Hey there, Mike Dury, Dine in Recruiting, the world's greatest hospitality recruiters. All right, we're talking about job fair tips. You got a big event at your hotel or your restaurant. You're maybe opening up a new property. You need to maybe you got seasonal hiring. I don't know what the case may be, but you need to hire 50 to 150 people fast. There's nothing better than a big hire day at your property. Now, what I'm not talking about is one of those job fairs that a third party puts on. They invite a bunch of companies, they invite a bunch of just people off the street. You set up your little booth, you have these candidates in their little suits and they're giving you that's a waste of time, don't ever do that. I don't know how many of those ridiculous events I've been to, and I've never made a hire. I've probably managed the hiring of 5,000 people in the last half decade, and I've never made a hire. I swear to you, I've never made one hire at one of those third-party job events, job fairs. Don't ever go to those. But your hire day, ooh, that's a great thing, right? So let me tell you some quick tips. I'm going to assume that you've already had these hiring events at your property and you know what those are all about. If not, if you want to get to you've never had one, you don't know what they're about, you want to talk about the pros and cons, go to my website, dineinrecruiting.com. Contact me. I'll take you through it from start to finish. But I'm talking to those who've had these things, and I'm going to tell you some tips that have worked for me, some little strategies. First off, try to target the people that you want to come to your event. By that I mean maybe split up and have 2 or even 3 events. Now let's say you have a big resort and you've got 15 different types of positions, and you want to just say, hey, this is my resort, I'm having a hire day today. Just everybody come. Well, that's not as effective as if you have maybe an F&B or culinary hire day. Let's say you've got 25 culinary and food and beverage positions at your resort. Have just a culinary and F&B hire day. The reason for that is if you are able to target advertise, by that I mean you can target cooks, you can target servers, you can target bartenders, you will have a much more effective advertising strategy than if you try to just say, everybody come. Believe me. And I'm telling you right now, advertising is 75% of the whole deal. So you need to find as many strategies as possible to advertise effectively. One of those is to target. So have one event one week, have it your F&B and culinary hiring day, branded as such. Say this is our 2019 culinary hiring day. We want to hire all the top cooks in town. Come today, meet our executive chef. It's on, baby. That's how you do it. It's really effective advertising. And while I'm on the topic of advertising, you're going to advertise your event. If you've got to have 1 or 2 or 3, you are going to get aggressive. You are going to say, for example, Hire Day 2018 is next Wednesday, March 15th, between the hours of 9 and 4. We are going to be making job offers on the spot. We're looking for superstars. Here's what we offer you that no one else does. We have A, B, C, and D. Come, get interviewed, get offered. Change your life, baby. You want to have aggressive advertising that spells out what makes your opportunities better than any other opportunity. You got to give somebody a reason to come down to your place. It's an uncomfortable thing for somebody to do. So give them a reason. You don't have a choice. You got to come. This is the place to be, right? That's how your advertising is going to be. So I just gave you 2 tips. Target, advertise like a lunatic, and then number 3, once you're having your hiring event, have a little room for your hiring managers to gather. This is one thing that we added on over the course of many years of having these hiring events. We had a little kind of huddle room where all of the hiring managers could go. They could kind of debrief after they'd had interviews, maybe after they've had several interviews. They could all kind of gather, talk about the people that they've met, who they want to, who they're considering. Put a big whiteboard up there and put every job that you have open. If you've got maybe multiple positions within that job code, have the job, have the positions, then they can all see, especially if you've got a bunch of seasonal positions or you've got an opening. It's really helpful to have all of that on a big whiteboard. Then you can start crossing them off. I had 5, I've hired 2, I only need 3 more. It's really helpful. And then they can keep all of their, maybe you've got little sheets of paper for each person that they've hired. They can keep all of that in sections. These are the people that are hired. These are the people that are maybes. These are the people that are no's. That's a really effective thing. So anyway, hope those a couple of those tips help. If you're going to have a hire day and you just want to talk with me, you want to talk some things out, go to dineinrecruiting.com. I would love to talk with you. I can strategize with you. We'll get that thing rocking and rolling, boy, baby. Oh my goodness, I'm all fired up. Let's do this thing. Go to dineinrecruiting.com. I'm looking forward to it. I'll talk to you over there. Bye-bye.